All right, moving into our shoulders. We're gonna bring let our hands rest down by our knees, and we're gonna inhale, pull the shoulders up to the ears. As you exhale, pull them back and then down. So we're gonna start to create circles here. One more cycle here, just pulling those shoulders all the way up to the ears. As you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and round them out. On your next inhale, we're going to bring them back the other way. We're going to inhale, bring the shoulders from behind. As you exhale, pull them forward and down. Do 2 more cycles here. And then coming back to a neutral shoulder. Palms out to the sides. Again, sit up nice and tall here. If your ankles are crisscross yoga sauce and the feet are below the knees, that's fine if this is most comfortable. Keep those feet flexed. If you want to open up a little bit deeper, separating the ankles, bringing one foot in front of the other, allowing the knees to drop open a little bit further. You want me to give you a few minutes to see movement, and I'm not sure if you
I'm good. It was my phone, sorry.
All right. So again, if you are wanting to open up the hip space a bit more, just separate the ankles and allow the knees to drop open deeper. You can always grab a block or a bolster if you have one, or a firm towel, and sit the tailbone up higher, allowing the knees to drop open even further, so you can really open up that hip space. This is really good for just releasing any kind of tension. As women, we hold a lot of stress and tension and work in that space, even when resting. So this allows the knees to drop open and really release here. So taking the palms out by the sides, facing up, we're going to inhale and reach. Reach through the side body here, really lengthening through the ribs. As you exhale, turn the palms out and create space here on your mat. Inhale and reach. And exhale, extend your bubble. Inhale to reach. And exhale down. 2 more cycles here in our easy reach. When I get about shoulder height, I really lift the ribs so you can really get a full side body stretch here, lengthening that spine. Last one here, inhale to reach. And exhaling it out. Bringing our arms up shoulder height. As you exhale, bend the elbows, bringing the fingers to touch the shoulders. As we inhale, we're going to bring the elbows to touch, up to the sky, bringing the wrists to touch behind the neck, and exhale, rounding it out. So inhale, elbows and wrists, and exhaling it out, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Inhale, and round it out. 2 more cycles here, nice and strong, keeping that core engaged. One more time here. Inhale, lifting that side body, squeezing the shoulder blades, coming back center. Inhale to open the arms and reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale, open and reach. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, opening the arms, shoulder height. Exhale, bending the elbows to touch the shoulders. We're going to take our cycles the other way. So inhale, wrists to touch, and then elbows to touch. Exhaling it down. Pull the shoulder blades together. Inhale, wrists, and then elbows. Two more cycles here. Feeling that energy build. Last one, nice and strong. Elbows touch and round it out. Inhale to open and reach. And exhale, hands to the heart. Removing any block or bolster out to the side. Start really warming up that core now that we've gotten a lot of movement and energy here in our neck and shoulder space. We can start moving down the body. So palms out to the sides, facing up. Inhale to reach. This time on your exhale, twist to the right. Bring that right hand all the way behind your spine to sit you up nice and tall, lifting the chest, lengthening the spine. Left hand comes to the right knee to assist your twist. As you exhale, turn and look all the way behind that right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen and lift the chest. Exhale to deepen your twist. Breathe here for just a few cycles. As you exhale, creating more space to twist a little bit further. And as you inhale, really breathe into the ribs, any tightness you might be feeling, creating more space there for the lungs. On your next inhale, release your twist and center to reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Moving to the left side, palms out to the sides. Inhale and reach. As you exhale, twist to the left, bringing the left hand directly behind the spine, right behind the tailbone, right hand to left knee to assist your twist. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, deepening the twist. Turning to look all the way over the left shoulder, as far behind you as you can. And take a few cycles of breath here. Okay, creating space in the ribs. On your next inhale, release your twist, center to reach. And exhale, bringing hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale and reach. This time on your exhale, we're going to take the right hand, the palm all the way to the mat. You can stay here and just kind of slightly bend the elbow and reach, or you can drop all the way to the forearm and extend that left arm all the way towards the right wall, keeping that left hip strong and grounded. So if it starts to lift up, stretch a little less. You really want to get a full side body stretch here. So you want to keep pushing that left hip into the mat and reaching those left fingers towards the right. You can look down at your mat to keep the neck neutral, or turn the chin up to the sky, opening the chest. Breathe here. On your next inhale, pushing off the right hand, coming back to center and reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Palms out to the sides. Inhale, reach. This time, exhale, bringing the left hand to the mat, keeping that right hip grounded, and reach. You can come all the way to the forearm. That's great. If that right hip starts to come off the mat, really push it down and ground here. And breathe. Inhale to reach, stretching the right side body. Turning the chin, opening the chest, looking up to the sky. If this is too much, just keep your gaze down at the mat. And on your next inhale, pushing off the left hand to come back center and reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to start to bring our legs into action. So taking the right leg all the way out to the side, pushing through the heel. Wake up the toes a little bit, wiggling the toes, rolling the ankles. Wake up my little feet. Pulling the left heel into the pelvic region and move any extra tissue underneath you so you can really feel strong and grounded there in that tailbone. Inhale, bringing hands out to the sides. and reach. As you exhale, bring the right hand to the outer edge of the right foot and reach the left hand all the way over. Again, opening that side body, keeping that left hip grounded. And breathe. If you're flexible, you can come all the way over. You can come all the way over. But again, just turning the chin up to the sky to open the chest and give a nice stretch all the way from the armpit to the hip. I'll feel it in the low back even. And on your next inhale, reach to center. And exhale, hands to the heart. Bringing the right heel into the pelvic bone and kicking the left heel out. Waking up our left foot now, wiggling the toes and rolling the ankle. Pushing through the heel to keep the left leg activated. Again, moving any tissue so we can feel strong and grounded in our stance here. Lifting the chest, arms out, palms up. Inhale to reach. As you exhale, take the left hand to the outer edge of the left foot and bring the right hand all the way to the side. Keeping that right hip grounded into your mat and turn the chin up to the sky, opening the chest. Breathe here. On your next inhale, center and reach. And exhale, hands to the heart. Bringing our right foot all the way out, bringing us into a wide-legged stance. Again, make sure all that fleshy tissue is out from the glutes. So we're grounded in our tailbone, pushing through the heels so our legs are strong and active, and sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders roll back, palms up to the sky. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hinge forward to fold. Allow the head to drop so the chin comes to the chest. Inhale, walking the hands back, bringing you into a straight spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Coming down, just reaching your hands out and bringing the elbows down towards the ground. So we're trying to keep a straight spine here and just pulling our elbows to the floor to get a nice deep stretch to the inner thigh and the hamstrings, pushing through the heels. Take a few more cycles of breath here. On your next inhale, again, walking your hands forward and bring the feet together, sitting up nice and tall in Dandasana. I'm going to turn so you can see the body. Nice and tall here. Again, wiggling the toes. We'll take a moment here to just point as you inhale and flex, pushing through the heels as you exhale. So inhale, lifting the chest. Palms can be by your sides with the fingers pointed forward for support. You just want to tent them though. You don't want to rest here all loosey-goosey. Sitting up nice and tall. Or you can turn your fingers to face behind you to roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. And we'll just one more time here. Inhale to point. And exhale to flex. And take a couple of circles here, strengthening our ankles. Palms up. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge forward, fold. Let the chin come to the chest. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And this time leading with the chest, hinging at the hips. Exhale, forward bend again. Creating a V shape here. So you want to keep that spine nice and straight. You want to reach with the crown of your head. Exhale to deepen into this bend. And on your next inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, bringing hands to the heart. We're going to move into more twists and mariachi's pose. So we're going to bring in the right foot, either inside the knee, or you can cross it over. And again, keeping the leg engaged by pushing through the heel, sitting up nice and tall. You may again need to re-ground the tailbone into your mat. Palms up to the sky. Inhale to reach. As you exhale, twist to the right, bringing the right hand right behind the tailbone, sitting you up nice and tall, and bringing the left elbow outside the knee to assist your twist. Turning to look over the right shoulder and back behind you. Breathe here. As we inhale, we're lifting the chest. And as we exhale, we're deepening the twist. Wringing out our organs, squeezing out any toxins. And on your next inhale, release your twist and reach. As you exhale, push the right leg all the way back out, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the chin to the chest and let the neck drop out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, create your V, leading with the chest. Inhale to reach. And exhale, hands to the heart. Mariachi on the left. We're going to bring in the left foot again inside the knee if it's too much, or crossing it over the right knee, keeping the right foot engaged. Push through the heel, ground in the tailbone, sitting up nice and tall. Palms up to the sky. Inhale and reach. As you exhale, bringing the right arm down on the outside of the left knee and the left arm to support your spine. And turn to look over the left shoulder. Breathe here. Inhale, breathe space into the ribs. And as you exhale, create space for your twist. And on your next inhale, release your twist and reach. As you exhale, push through the heel, extending the left leg out and hands to the heart. Bringing your palms to the mat, shift your hips forward so that the soles of the feet can be flat on the mat. And as you exhale, allow your spine to slowly roll down into prep for bridge pose. Once you find your alignment here where the heels are hip distance apart and palms are flat on your mat, inhale, lift the hips to the sky. We're going to engage the core here, so you're going to lift the chest towards the chin. We don't want to put all that weight into our thighs. So lifting with the core, lifting with the chest into our bridge pose here. Nice and tall. Stay here and breathe for a couple of breaths. You can tuck the shoulders beneath you and create a bind here, interlacing the fingers, pulling the shoulders down by reaching the fingers towards your heels. Again, breathe here. Practice that Ujjayi breath. In and out through the nose. Allowing the ribs to expand and the belly to rise. We'll take one more cycle here in our bridge pose. And on your next exhale, release your bind and slowly roll down the spine, bone by bone by bone, until the tailbone meets the mat. Almost as if we're pushing each vertebrae into the mat, creating that proper alignment. Inhale, pull the knees into the chest and sway from side to side. Exhale, allow the soles of the feet to drop back to the mat, grounding our palms to the mat as well. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the ribs. We're going to flow with breath now in our bridge pose. So as you exhale, slowly roll down. Strengthening through breath, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 3 more cycles here. Lifting the chest to reach the chin. Squeezing those glutes to lift the hips. Last one here. And as you exhale, again, pushing each vertebrae into your mat until the tailbone reaches. Inhale, pull the knees into the chest and sway to side to side. Knee to chest pose. We're going to open the hips now, taking giant circles with our knees. So just take big circles, knees together towards the right. And then on your next inhale, we'll take our circles to the left. And keeping each knee in each palm of your hand, we're going to take our knees out wide, opening the hips. And create circles here. Taking our knees out to the sides, letting your feet be dormant. Let your feet be completely restful and the arms do the work here. So you can really relax those hips and they can really start to open. On your next inhale, take those circles the other way. We'll take one more cycle here. Inhale, bringing the knees into the chest. As you exhale, flex the feet and push through the heels. Grab onto the big toe with your first two fingers and thumb. On your next exhale, bend those knees out to the side body for your happy baby. Using those elbows to open the hips to push the knees further apart and just sort of sway from side to side here in your happy baby. If you want to challenge this pose, on your next inhale, push through the heels for a wide-legged happy baby. And again, just sort of play here. Working that ocean breath. Releasing that built up, pent up energy, our cabin fever. On your next exhale, release your bind and bring the knees back into the chest. We're going to cross the ankles and grab the outer edges of the feet. Inhale to pull the tops of the feet, kind of opening, stretching here. And as you exhale, push the heels towards the sky, creating some strengthening and some stability there in the ankles. Exhale to release and cross the legs the other way. Inhale, grabbing the outer edges and the tops of the feet to pull them in. Exhale, pushing through the heels. Adding some compression here in the hip space as well if you want to sway from side to side. And on your exhale, release. Allowing your soles of the feet to drop to the mat. Inhale, we're going to bring the right heel to cross over the left knee. Needle and thread on your next inhale, grabbing the back of the left knee, keeping that left foot flexed for reclined supported pigeon. As we inhale, we're going to pull that left knee towards the chest. As you exhale, allow that right knee to push out to the side. Not being too forceful here, just releasing a nice stretch here with breath. Keeping both feet flexed. On your next inhale, push the left heel up to the sky and bring your palms to the mat. Exhale. Inhale, bring that left heel all the way towards the mat. Just before you touch, exhale to push the leg back up the wall. We're engaging the core here, keeping those ribs pulled down. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. One more time here, nice and strong. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. Releasing the right foot so both legs are up the wall here. Make sure our low back is flat on the mat. And breathe. On your next inhale, if you start to shake, your body might be requesting more energy. If it becomes too much, you may grab the outer edges of your mat. And I'll cue you for breath. We're going to inhale, lowering both feet towards the ground. Keep those abdomen, keep that core engaged. Exhale, both legs up the wall. Inhale to lower. Exhale, push through the heel. One more time. On your next inhale, bend the knees, bringing them into the chest and sway from side to side, releasing that low back. On your next exhale, drop the soles of the feet to the mat and take the left ankle crossing the right knee. Inhale to lift the right heel from the ground and interlace the fingers behind the right knee. As we inhale, we're going to pull that knee towards the chest. As you exhale, allow the right or the left knee to drop open. Take a few restful breaths here. Opening up that hip space. Letting go of tension. On your next exhale, kick the right heel up to the sky and release the palms to the mat. Inhale to lower and exhale to lift. 2 more cycles, nice and strong. Inhale to lower. Nice and strong, strengthening through breath. Inhale, releasing the left leg up the wall. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest and sway from side to side. Exhale, on your next inhale, cross up the ankles. And we're going to just sort of rock and roll up the spine a couple times. 1, to get a nice little massage because it feels good a little bit. And 2, to gain enough momentum that you can come all the way up to the top of your mat. Whenever you come to the top of your mat, we'll come to I'm going to come so you can see me. We'll come to our Tadasana position. So feet are going to be hip distance apart. We're not just standing here, we're fully engaged. Lifting the chest, roll the shoulders back. Maybe lift the toes and roll on the balls of the feet, making sure we're really grounded in our feet. Rolling the inner thigh to the front of the room, really engaging the legs here, grounding you into the mat. Arms are strong by our sides. And we're going to flow with breath. We're going to inhale to reach. Exhale, turning the palms out. One more cycle here in our easy reach. Fully engaged. We're going to move into some side stretches here. Inhale to reach. You're going to grab the left wrist with your right hand. As you exhale, pull that left arm all the way over to the right and push the left hips out. Push them out to the side. Get a nice full body stretch here. And on your next inhale, come back to center and reach. Grabbing the right wrist with the left hand and bring the right hand over. Again, push through the hips. Get a full side body stretch here. Inhale back to center and reach. On your exhale, take a slight back bend here. Let the neck drop back. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, hands to the heart. Back at the tops of our mats. I'm coming back here so you can see me. So we're going to inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge at the hips, leading with the chest, swan dive, forward fold. Let the neck drop out, bringing the chin all the way to the chest, and shake out the hair. Option to take a micro bend in the knees here, or a strong bend, allowing the belly to rest, giving a full release to the neck and shoulders. Option to take opposite elbows here, creating a frame around your face, and allow your body to just release with each exhale. And maybe we'll start to sway a little bit as you inhale, swing to the right. Inhale to the left.
On your next exhale, releasing your bind, taking a strong bend in the knees, arms out wide. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, bringing hands to the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale, stepping back with the left foot, bringing you into a warrior one stance. Make sure we're pushing into that back heel so we're not all into the front leg. We're nice and evenly balanced here, centered. Inhale to reach through the side body, lifting through the ribs. And as we exhale, bend the elbows, pull the shoulder blades together, and open the chest. Strong butterfly arms here, keeping the elbows high. Inhale to reach. And exhale to open. We're going to flow with breath here, 3 more cycles. One more time, nice and strong, warrior. Inhale to reach. This time on your exhale, turn the palms out and bring the hands all the way behind the back. Create a bind here, interlacing the fingertips, and open the chest. If this is too much, you can grab opposite elbows or wrists, or take a Ganesha grip here. Opening the chest, looking up at the sky. I'm going to take one more cycle of breath here. And on your next exhale, taking a deep lunge in that front knee, hinging the hips and bringing those hands all the way up to the sky, reaching the crown of the head down towards the mat for your humble warrior. Breathe here. On your next exhale, release your bind and bring your hands all the way out in front of you and back up to your warrior one, far reaching. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, turning your hips to the side of the mat and open your stance for warrior two. Keeping nice and strong in that front knee. You want to keep it right over that ankle into a really good 90-degree knee if you can. If you're up a little high, that's okay as long as you don't go over the front knee. Open the chest, pulling the pinkies together, pulling the shoulder blades to reach. And on your next inhale, turning the palms up to the sky and reverse. Exhale, back to your warrior two. We're going to flow with breath here. Inhale, reverse. Keep that strong lunge. And exhale, warrior two. Again, pushing in the back edge of the back foot so we're nice and center balanced here. One more cycle in our reverse. And back to warrior two. Straightening that front leg, you might bring that back foot in slightly. We're going to push the hips out towards the left. Reach the fingers, the right fingers forward, and pivot for your triangle pose. Bringing the left hand up to the sky. Our gaze is up at the sky. If that's too much, again, you can always look down at your feet, down at the mat for a peaceful warrior. Option to bend the left elbow and bringing it over to the right pocket, creating a bind here. On your next exhale, release the left hand down to the mat and pivot your back toes to face forward. Grounding the left hand to the mat, inhale to open your triangle to the right. More of a pyramid twist here. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bringing the right hand down to the mat and lunge into a right runner's lunge. Bend that front knee into a right runner's lunge. Exhale to drop the left knee and point the toes behind you. Inhale to lift into your low lunge. Again, making sure that we slide that left knee back if our knee is too far forward in the front. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the right, outside the knee. Breathe here. On your next inhale, reach. And exhale to the left. Option to drop that right hand to the mat to ground and open the left hand up to the sky. Exhale to bring the left hand to the mat and center the front foot, tucking your back toes. Inhale to lift into your runner's lunge. Breathe here. Inhale to step back into your plank or kneeling plank, wherever you're at today. And exhale, heart to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra, or sphinx. Tucking the back toes. Exhale, sending the hips back for your downward facing dog. And pedal out the heels. Take a strong bend in the knees and look up through the hands. On your next inhale, walk, hop, or jump, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. And exhale, deepen this fold. Take a strong bend in the knees, arms out wide. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale, stepping back with the right foot, warrior on the left. Inhale to reach. Exhale, strong arms to open. Getting that energy out. I can feel it. Inhale to reach. Exhale to open. Really pulling those shoulder blades together, but keeping those elbows nice and high. Reaching through the ribs in the side body. One more cycle here. Inhale to reach. Turning the palms out. Exhale, bringing the hands all the way behind the back, creating our bind. Lift and open the chest. On your next exhale, lunge into that front knee, hinging at the hips, and lean forward for your humble warrior, bringing hands to the sky and the crown of the head towards your mat. One more cycle of breath here. And then on your next exhale, releasing your bind and bringing your hands all the way out in front of you and back into your warrior one. Inhale to reach. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Widen your stance. Again, push into that back foot because you want to be nice and centered here. You don't want to wear out that front leg lunging too deep. Pulling the pinkies back, opening the chest. Inhale, turn your palms up and reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Staying deep in our lunge. I always pull back. We need to stay deep in our lunge. When we reverse. One more flow here. Straightening that front leg and bringing our back foot in just a little bit, shortening that stance. We're going to push our right hips back and hinge our arms reaching forward and then pivot for your triangle. Breathe here. On your next exhale, bring that right hand to ground into the mat and pivot the back toes, opening the left hand up to the sky. Option to bend that elbow and create a bind here. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Take a strong bend in that front knee, bringing you back into your left lunge. Pushing into the mat. Inhale, step back into your Plank-asana. Exhale to drop the knees and walk your hands back into tabletop position. Moving into our Chakrasana flow, we're going to drop the belly. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Flow with breath here for just a few more cycles. On your next exhale, coming back to a neutral spine. Shifting our hips over to one side and bringing our feet back in front of us. Dandasana. And keeping engaged here. Ugh. Inhale to reach. And exhale, hinge forward. Let the chin drop to the chest, letting that neck space open up. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, create that V. Ooh, sorry. My curtain almost fell, scared me. Sorry about that. Deepening here in that V shape. I just thought it was more hornets. Inhale to lift and reach. And exhale, hands to the heart. Bringing our palms to the mat, shifting our hips forward so that our knees come to the chest. Inhale to hug it in. Exhale, allowing your body to roll back onto the mat and sway from side to side. On your next inhale, push through the heels, grabbing the big toes for our happy baby. Exhale, bring the knees up to the armpits, out to the side body, and sway. Again, stay engaged here. Keep powering that energy. You can inhale, push through the heels, straightening the legs for a wide leg happy baby. We'll just take a couple of cycles of breath here as we start to cool down. Bring us back to that rhythm. And on your next exhale, releasing your bind, bending the knees and bringing them back into the chest. Take a nice yogi hug here. And as you exhale, allow the left leg to drop all the way out, holding on to that right knee with your left hand. Let your right hand drop out and bring your gaze to the right. Inhale, pull the right knee into the chest. As you exhale, bring it all the way over the left hip. Keeping both shoulders grounded into your mat. So if it starts to lift, you twist it too far. You want to keep your shoulders flat on the mat. You can use any props here or just hold it with your left hand. And as you exhale, release any tension here, allowing your twist to deepen. Really deep spinal twist. On your next inhale, bring the knees into the chest and squeeze. As you exhale, kick the right heel all the way out, holding on to that left knee with your right hand. Bringing your left hand out to the side, and our gaze is going to come to the left. Inhale to pull the knee into the chest. Exhale, pulling the right knee or the left knee all the way over that right hip. And breathe here. On your next inhale, release your twist and bring the knees into the chest. As you exhale, bring the toes and the heels to touch and allow the ankles to drop to the mat, bringing you into a supine butterfly, reclined butterfly. Your palms can be over your hip creases here, or you can create a mudra with your hands, with the thumbs touching and the fingers touching, creating a triangle here that we just sort of place in between our hip bones below the navel. Allow all that heat and energy from your hands to relax the sacral space. As you lie here, exhale, feeling the back of the shoulders drop and sink back behind you. So maybe you tuck them in a little bit, maybe tilting the pelvic bone, lifting the tail so the low back is flat on your mat. As you exhale, releasing again in the hips and allowing the knees to drop open further. We'll take a couple more breaths here in our reclined butterfly. You can stay here in this position if this is comfortable for you, or you can bring the palms out to the sides, facing up, and release the body all the way out into a corpse pose, allowing the feet to drop open, tucking the tail in again so the low back is flat, rolling the shoulders back so the upper back is flat, and exhale to release here for final Shavasana. I'm going to walk us through Yoga Nidras into a full body relaxation for just a few cycles of breath to bring in our practice today and soak in any extra movement and give ourselves that time and space just to be present to release. We're going to start by relaxing the toes, relaxing the ankles, and allowing the heels to drop open. Releasing any tension in the joints in the ankles or the knees. Relaxing the hips. As you exhale, feeling the hips sink heavier and deeper into your mat. As you inhale, feeling the back of the ribs grip deeper and heavier into the mat. Relaxing the fingers, relaxing the wrists, maybe taking a micro bend in the elbows, rolling the shoulders back, relaxing the neck, the joints of the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the chest, the throat, relaxing the jaw, the tongue, and the eyebrows. And on your next exhale, fully release into a full body relaxation. Bringing our awareness away from the body and back to the breath. Inhaling through the nose, lengthening the breath, open to receive. And as you exhale, releasing, allowing the body to restore. If the mind starts to wander, bring it back to your breath. Deep inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. Taking a moment here in your final Shavasana to honor yourself for coming to the mat today, even though on video, for giving yourself that challenge of creating the space for your body to heal. So honor yourself and take a deep breath of gratitude for the healing that you needed, that brought you here today and that you nurtured by providing. Taking a few more cycles of restful breath here. Just release any work that our bodies might still be doing. Really becoming aware of that release. As we've been coming heavier and deeper into our mats, we're going to start to bring a lightness to our bodies. Inhaling to feel your body lift. We're going to bring our awareness to the toes, wiggling the toes, feeling the heels lift slightly off the mat, maybe twisting the ankles, taking a micro bend in the knees, and shifting the hips from side to side, wiggling the fingers, rolling the wrists, and taking a bend in the elbows, rolling the shoulders, turning the head from side to side. And as you inhale, feel the ribs lift from your mat. As you really start to feel like your body becomes lighter. And on your next inhale, reaching hands all the way overhead for a full body stretch. Exhale to release.
And turning over to one side in our fetal position for just a few more restful breaths. Whenever you're ready, pushing off that top arm and coming back to an easy seated position. I'm so glad that you came to class